Every day, developers from all across the world pushes the GitHub repository on GitHub. Today, I'm gonna talk about top 5 GitHub repositories of this week, and which are completely insane and which can be very much helpful for your any type of startup you are building. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon. Let's dive into it and discuss about it. If I talk about the number one, it is one of the best GitHub repository, and name of the it's React Native Quadrant Edge. Basically, it is a type of vector database. I hope so most of you are familiar with it. If you're not, I hope so you are familiar with the term called retrieval augmented generation, which is known as RAG, which is used for a semantic search on any type of database to get a similar query in a vector embedding space. So yeah, basically this React Native Quadrant Edge, basically it is a type of database, vector database for Android device and iOS, which runs locally with a custom embedding stuff like this is the type of stuff which we can use for a realistic like a real-time environment for a hosted deployed locally running vector database, as well as on Android as well as iOS. This is completely insane. It has a semantic search capability on device BM25 sparse embedding, and you can just use the all many nano embedding. And with using this React Native Quadrant Edge, you can use as a vector database, store the embeddings, and easily perform the semantic search on a database to query, which is very much helpful for if you're building a type of startup related on an Android application provided as a service. You can definitely prefer this. It has a custom API. You have to just use this in React Native and you can easily interact with. This is launched recently, and due to which it has very much less stuff. Let's talk about number 2, that is Chili 3D. I hope so most of you are familiar with CAD. Basically, CAD or 3D generation, it is one of the most complex tasks, and most of the objects which are built in a mechanical field or in a type of fields are built using the CAD. 3D models or 3D printed are also built upon the CAD. Here you can see with using this Chili 3D, first of all, this used for predefining and designing a 3D models in a web browser without any custom or native software. You can use the browser to build this type of 3D or like a stuff using Chili 3D and CAD based software for your any type of task. Let's talk about number 3, that is GLB string. I hope so most of you are familiar with GLB. GLB is a type of extension which is used for 3D models in various types of 3D model designing, if I prefer the Blender, so you know about it. Basically the size of this is around 58.3 MB. You can see the original size of a model, and it was capable to convert that 58.3 MB into shrink into 1 MB. That is completely insane without losing the quality as well as the texture. And the textures are converted into WebP, and the geometries are converted into compressed with the Draco geometry and without losing any type of quality, as well as the stuff you can see on your this. You should definitely check out if you are building any type of web-based games and you where the size is concerned for a low poly type of models like a mobile. You should definitely prefer this for building a custom mobile games. And this is also one of the best model for GLB string you can definitely use to prefer and build your custom games for your web browser or any type of task. I hope so you love this, and it is also completely insane. Let's talk about number 4, that is Plume. Basically Plume is also one of the best GitHub repository, and basically if we talk about the use case of this Plume, it is used for generating a type of basically it is a type of GPU for VFX system for 3JS. Basically you can easily build a 3JS systems or like a VFX on a, it is a type of package which provide all types of VFX on a web browser 3JS based games. That is completely insane because you can easily use VFX, which is one of the most complex tasks on a 3JS games, and easily build VFX based games for your own custom browser. I hope so you love this video. Check it out. Let's talk about number 5, that is NanoVale. Basically I hope so much of our family with the DeepSeek, one of the best model recently launched, which is very much compressed, efficient and cost efficient. And if you talk about this DeepSeek V4, the same architecture has used in this NanoVale, and it's the size of this model is approximately 110 million parameters models, and which is completely insane because in a such less size it has capable to interaction with the chat based and with a small text efficient for interaction. Just a 100 million parameter model, what you can expect. and it is built upon the same architecture as which is used in a DeepSeek v4, multi-head latent attention, mixture of expert hyperconnection and multi-token prediction (MTP) for efficient and fast token generation as well as the response. That makes this model completely powerful and useful for a small language model, which can be very much helpful for the interaction, and you can easily integrate this in your own custom applications and build over it like a type of AI based chatbot application, and prefer llama cpp ggf for building a type of similar type of chat interaction. Yeah, so this were the top 5 GitHub repositories of this week. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so next to the video with latest AI topic. So yeah, bye bye and take care.